Marcus had always been known as the strong one, broad-shouldered, steady-voiced, the kind of man who carried everyone else's burdens without ever hinting that he had any of his own. At church, he served faithfully, offering handshakes, moving chairs, and praying boldly for others. To the world, he was unshakable. But strength can be heavy when no one sees you tremble beneath it. For months, Marcus had been struggling. Low energy, sleeplessness, a gnawing weight in his chest he couldn't explain. His health was slipping. His joy was dimming. Yet every time he thought of asking for help, a voice inside whispered, "Men don't do that. Be strong. Shake it off." One Sunday, after service, Pastor Elaine noticed him lingering near the willow tree outside, a place he often sat alone. "You know," she said gently, sitting beside him, "even Jesus had help carrying his cross." Marcus tried to smile, but the facade cracked. For the first time in years, tears slid down his face. "I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm supposed to be strong. I shouldn't feel like this." Pastor Elaine didn't look away. "Strength doesn't mean silence. God never asked you to fight your battles alone. He asked you to bring them to Him and to others who care." That week, Marcus finally visited his doctor. He met with a counselor. He talked to his men's group, expecting judgment, but instead found brothers who said, "We've been there too." As he healed, something beautiful happened. The men around him began sharing their own stories of depression they hid behind smiles, of health scares they ignored out of fear, of pressure that nearly crushed them. Walls were falling. Shame was loosening its grip. One evening, Marcus returned to the bench by the willow tree. This time, he wasn't alone. A young man from church sat beside him, eyes full of the same quiet struggle Marcus once carried. "I don't know how to start talking about it," the young man said. Marcus looked up at the sunset, warm and generous across the sky. "You just did, and you're not walking this alone." They bowed their heads, and Marcus prayed, not with the booming confidence he was known for, but with a soft, steady faith born from honesty. "Lord, remind us that seeking help is not weakness, but wisdom. Remind us that vulnerability is not shame, but strength. And remind us that hope grows when we stop hiding and start healing." The young man exhaled, a breath that sounded like freedom. And beneath the sweeping branches of the willow tree, two men, once strangers in their struggles, found courage, connection, and the healing God always intended for them.